I made a community post asking you to send me cropped screenshots of Canon Madness Combat episodes. Using only those cropped screenshots, my challenge is to figure out which episodes and scenes the screenshots depict. It's very similar to Geoguessr. I'm going to give myself half a point if I can guess the episode, and another half a point if I can guess the specific scene where the screenshot takes place. I encourage you to play along as you watch the video, and post your score in the comments. Alright, I saw this one in advance. This one is the cliff from Madness Combat 5, specifically after Hank falls down, initially. Alright, so you can tell from the cracks that this is Madness Combat 7. Now, specifically where this one is, I don't know for sure. I think it's the room after the Dissenter Be Damned room. And this one is the elevator for Madness Combat 7. This one's pretty free. I have it pulled up right here. So yeah, that's where this screenshot takes place. This image is from Madness Combat 3. The first time you see the grunts with shades. This one is Madness Combat 9, the room where Deimos gets killed. You can see the magazine on the ground, actually. From, let me pull this back up. From after Deimos gets shot. Okay, this one's tough. This one's tough. Hold on. Let me zoom this back out a little bit. Man, this one's really rough. I want to say it's Madness Combat 9. What is this? I actually do not know what this is. But if I had to guess, I'm gonna go with Madness Combat 9. Maybe it's 10. It might be 10. Because the, you can see the, looks like it's like auditor residue. I hate to say it, but I just don't know this one. Final answer for episode at least, I'm gonna guess Madness Combat 9. I want to say this one is... This one's either Madness Combat... No, wait, hold on. This is Madness Combat 7, right? This is Madness Combat 7 where Tricky beats up Hank before throwing him through the wall at the end. I believe so. I'm basing my guess off of the vent right here, which I believe is where Tricky sort of pours out of. And I know there's a door right here too in that scene, so hopefully that's correct. Once again, I think this is the elevator from Madness Combat 7. Okay, so this is Madness Combat 3, specifically in that makeshift room where the walls fall down from the sky and trap Hank in. This guy deflects a few bullets with his nightstick and then gets shot a few times by Hank. This one feels very Madness Combat 5.5 because of the liquor bottles, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, my final guess is Madness Combat 5.5. What scene it takes place in, I have no clue. Another tough one. Madness Combat 8, again, I don't know the specific scene, but Madness 8 is my guess, because I don't recall seeing anything like this in Madness Combat 9 or 10. I remember this scene. This is it Madness Combat 6? At the beginning? I think it's Madness Combat 6. This is where Hank uses a short sword to cut this guy's head in half. This one's Madness Combat 3. Again, I think it's the same room where... No, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say Madness Combat 3 in the same room where the guy gets shot and his head turns into a blood fountain. But the reason I'm hesitant to say that as my guess is because there's too many bullet holes. Because I remember Hank has a semi-automatic weapon, and this guy has 9, 10 shots in him. I might be mistaken though, and I don't really have any other leads to go off of. So I'm gonna say that is my final answer. Madness Combat 3, the room where the guy's head turns into a blood fountain. Okay, this one. These are tough screenshots. This one's Madness Combat 2, I think. Reason I say that is because it's still the old art style. And Madness Combat 3 has these basic rooms. You can see in the background it's just a normal gray room. But Hank is going from left to right at the beginning, where the normal rooms appear. In Madness Combat 2, Hank is going right to left for a good portion of the episode, and this grunt is facing to the right, which I assume means Hank is there. Pretty sure that's Madness Combat 2. Which scene it takes place in? I don't know. Okay, this one's a little bit more merciful. This is Madness Combat 9, after Sanford, I guess, gets shot in the hand. Madness Combat 8, I want to say it's a room where a mag agent appears, but I don't know about that one, so... Okay, this grunt right here is the grunt that was shot with the slug round from the mag agent's torture in Madness Combat 7. Yeah, he was shot through the doorway. Can't fool me there. Okay. What is this one? The art style feels very Madness Combat 0.5-ish? 5.5. No, wait. This is, Madness Combat 7.5, the very first scene, right? Right outside the building. Okay, first of all, very funny photo. Secondly, this is Madness Combat 5.5, where Tricky beats up Sanford and Deimos. This one's a recent screenshot. This one's a Madness Combat 9.5 Part 1. This is the first room Hank enters. This one's Madness Combat 7.5 after Deimos uses the bomb to blow up the ATP Soldat computer. This one's anamnesis.fla. This is the first room in the animation. Alright, this one's Madness Combat 7.5. This is a room where Deimos uses his light machine gun to just mow everyone down. And then in that window, you could see up here, those are the two ATP soldats on their computer talking with the auditor. Alright, this one, you can't fool me on this one. This is Madness Combat 8. The first room Jeb enters after he dodges all of the minigun shots from the auditor. The reason I could tell this is because well, first of all, Jeb is the only one who could force the engineer's corpse to be in this position with his telekinesis powers, so it has to be Madness Combat 8 for one. And two, the boarded up vent right here, I covered that in my Madness Combat details and meta references video, so this scene is permanently engraved in my mind. This is Madness Combat 4. This is where Hank is peering around the corner, and the agent signals the other grunts to go first, and everyone besides Hank dies because it's Hank. Once again, this is Madness Combat 7.5. This is the room where Deimos gets the light machine gun. This is Madness Combat 5. I want to say this is the first room Hank enters. No, it's not. This is the room... I'm going to say it's the room right before Jeb breaks the roof open. Okay, this one is the cliff where the train crashes in Madness Combat 6. Right over here, if the screenshot were cropped any less to the left, you would see the two grunts and the photographer who were about to be crushed by the train. Alright, this one is powerless.fla. Deimos takes the gun that's barely visible right here and kills the engineer that appears. I want to say this is Madness Combat 6? Yeah, I think this is Madness Combat 6. Madness Combat 5 doesn't have any rooms that are this busy, and Madness Combat 7 has rooms that are way more busy than this, so I think The specific room is a bit lost to me, but I believe this is it's some part in the beginning. Okay, I feel like this one is Madness Combat 10. No, this is not Madness Combat 10, because because Sanford's wound on his waist would be visible. Let me just rub his area real quick. So this has to be Madness Combat... I mean, I guess it could also be Madness Combat 7.5, right? I think this is Madness Combat 7.5. I believe Sanford uses this sword to kill some of the ATP soldats at the end. Okay, this is the bakery from sacrifice.fla. This is one of Madness Combat 4's laser pointers in the disco room. This one is Madness Combat 11. This is where Hank gets impaled by the spikes and taken away by the auditor. I want to say this is Madness Combat 7. And the reason I say that is because you can see a locker here. And there are definitely lockers in Madness Combat 7. Is this the room after the elevator scene? Alright, this one is the first room of... Not the first room, sorry. This one is where Hank first jumps down through the window and kills everyone in the room in Madness Combat 5. It's a little bit tricky to tell, but you can tell by the weird angle that Crinkles did some odd camera work, and Madness Combat 5, he definitely did that at the beginning. Plus, you could tell at the beginning here, you have the poster advertising the AAHW, and Madness Combat 5 is the first episode where they appear, where they have black shades too, so it's gotta be Madness Combat 5. Thank you so much to everyone who emailed me submissions. This video would not have been possible without you. That's it, bye.